Hello and welcome to another IELTS speaking practice video by IELTS Johnny. Okay, today there are three people doing their speaking practice now. So Miss Trúc, Miss Yang, and Mr. Trill. So Miss Yang is new here. She comes from class IELTS 45 actually, but her English is already good enough, I think. Is your English good?
I think it's good.
Yeah, of course. You are my good students.
I
Of course, you're my good student. You should have a good English. Why not, right? Okay, that's Miss Yang. Okay, right. So let's start our được tắt mic nha mọi người. Okay, let's start our speaking first. Do you know how you have to do speaking part 1, part 2, and part 3, right?
yes.
You took your exam already.
I have a test, a small test
Mm.
about speaking in
In school, in no center.
another center.
I say. How convenient. So it means I don't have to explain anything to you anymore. Okay. Okay, anyway, let's do speaking part 1, okay? Okay, so let's do number 16. You see it? Okay. You can just look at here, I think. Don't worry because I'll be the one who write everything. Okay, so 16, remembering people's name. Okay. Nhớ tên người khác. So, Miss Brooke, is it easy to remember the names of people? What do you think?
Oh, I think it's quite easy to remember the names of people if you paid enough attention because every time when you communicate with others, you need to call their names at first. And when they brought introduce their names with you. You need
to you introduce name
you need to find a way to remember the name. I think people can call the names repeatedly
repeatedly so they can remember it, right?
To remember.
To call people's names repeatedly, I see. I mean, that's one way. I wouldn't remember your name if I don't repeat that, you know. So, Mr. Trio, please. So, what do you do to help you remember people's names better or better?
It's a little difficult for you to remember someone's name if it is the first time you meet them. I have some ways to remember the names of some people. You can write out their name with their characteristic. For example, Mr. John, humorous. Mr. John, humorous. Mr. Chuk, quietly, for example, like
Very
that.
quiet, right? Quiet, right?
Yeah. Or I can combine their name. Yeah, combine their name with their hobbies. For example, Mr. John eating too much.
Of
Miss
course,
Chuk,
I eat too much. Don't worry, I know it.
yeah, or Miss Chuk likes ice creams.
Oh,
And or their favorite colors, or their appearance.
so you give them a nickname, I see.
Yeah.
I see. That's a good way. So, Miss Yang, is it easy to remember the names of people?
I think I think it's easy to remember the name of the people and how and when I see a different visual and I very interesting for the visual and I
You mean you are very interested
and interested visual for the people and I can easily to remember their name and I have a when I have
okay
nó cứ bị
yeah
chậm hơn do cái tai nghe của em.
Which one?
Cái tai nghe của em nó hơi bị chậm hơn so với tiếng em nói.
Oh,
À,
I think it's better you remove it now because you're next to me anyway, so thôi bỏ ra luôn. Nó bị chậm bị lag quá không? Thôi bỏ ra luôn đi nha. Okay, so Mr. Will you forget other people's names if they also forget your name?
Oh, I don't think I will do the same with others just because they forgot my names. I think it's not necessary to do that.
Necessary.
Necessary to do that. As people forgetting names should be unintentional. It usually it can be unintentional. So I can remember them again, and it doesn't mean they are disrespect me.
Disrespected. It doesn't mean they are disrespected, right?
Disrespect.
Bị không tôn trọng. It doesn't mean they are disrespected, I say. Well, it's normal, I think, that people forget people's names. Like, for example, I don't remember my student's name, of course. Okay. Even after like a year teaching them, sometimes I don't remember. So, Mr. Trill, do you think it's important to remember people's names?
It's very important to remember people's name. If you can know people's name, they will more open to talk to you.
Be more open to talk to you, right?
Yeah. At first, when calling someone's name, you will make a good impression on them, and they think they are close enough to share to you everything.
I say they're close enough to share to you everything. I say.
And if you remember people's name, you are a friendly person that someone can trust to talk to you for a long time.
I see. I see. So what do you think, Miss Yang? Do you think it's important to remember other people's names?
I think it is important to remember people's names because when you remember their name and when you meet them back and you can say their name and they feel you very respected them.
You mean they will feel that they are respected, right?
Yeah, they will feel respected.
They will feel respected.
Respected.
Remember, respective is a different word. It's a adjective, active adjective. Respected is passive adjective, tính từ bị động chủ động nha. Họ sẽ cảm thấy được tôn trọng hơn. They will feel more respected, I think. So, Miss Yang, how do you feel when people cannot remember your name?
I feel it's normal because when the people don't meet don't see me more in the present and they cannot remember my name. I think it's my heart is a little bit my heart is a little bit hurt.
Of course it hurts a bit, yeah.
But I can reply my name for them to remember.
Oh, so you write your name for them to remember, I see. Now, so Ms. Trúc, do any names have special meanings in your country? Like, for example, your name, it means bamboo, right?
Oh, I even don't think about that.
Trúc là tre trúc, right? And bamboo, right? Isn't it? And yeah, it's of course a river. So, yeah, do any names have special meanings in your country then? What do you think?
Yes, names in Vietnam often hold significant meanings. And Vietnamese names are often chosen based on their meanings, which are which are rooted in family value and cultural traditions. About family names, come first and usually reflects the lineage.
The lineage, right? The lineage.
The lineage.
Lineage.
The lineage.
I think it's better to just check the spell and how it's pronounced. It's lineage. Yeah, lineage.
Lineage. Lineage.
Lineage. Yeah, lineage. Lineage. Giống tiếng Việt lineage là gì ta?
Cái dòng họ thôi.
Giống như cái dòng họ vậy đó. The lineage, yeah, of the person. Exactly. So what do you think, Mr. Trio? Do any names have special meanings in your country?
Yeah, in Vietnam, parents always find beautiful name for their children.
Exactly, for the children.
Yeah, and the name reflect the dreams or the target that parents want their children to reach in the future. For example, someone called name their child as Tú.
Yes.
They want the child will have a bright future.
Has a bright future, right? Like Tú
Yeah.
Tạ. Because it was like, is that what you mean? Yeah.
I don't know how. What is the meaning of your name, Huân?
Well, it's actually my dad. I mean, my father named me because I think he named me after like a Chinese word, Huang. I think it means the king, I think.
Yeah.
Or it also means like someone who works very hard, I think. Yeah, I have no idea. Anyway, so yeah, what do you think? Do any names have special meanings in your country?
In Vietnam, most of the names have a special meaning, have a different meaning. Like they want their daughter have a good characteristic, like his name like a Minh, it have a good brain, and when they grow up, they have.
I think Minh is also it's a unisex name because we have there are males and females with the name Minh, I think.
Or when when they have a name like a Minh,
bright future, right?
Yeah, and have a bright future, and their brain is so good, and
you mean they think clearly?
They think clearly, and they want their daughter have a good characteristic like their name, like dumb name, and
like their name, such as like for example, the woman named Dung, for example, it means beautiful too. But these days, it's not so common to see the name Dung anymore, I think.
Công dung ngôn hạnh nó tiếng Anh là sao?
I think it's based on the old Chinese belief system that says that a woman should have a công là gì? Ý có công là gì? Dung là đẹp rồi đó. Ngôn là lời nói, hạnh là hạnh kiểm, đạo đức. Còn cái công là gì?
Chắc mình làm việc bếp nút, việc nhà,
công việc.
Yeah.
So I think it's based on the Chinese system in which the first thing that a woman need to work hard, and Dung means like they have the beauty, yeah. Ngôn means like they have to be able to mind their words, you know. They have to be careful when they open their mouth to talk. You know, mind their words, and I mean, of course, their morals. Những cái vấn đề đạo đức, their morals should be good. But the names could also be could be given according to different pictures or images. For example, there's a lot of males named Huy, for example. What do you think it means? Class?
We,
yeah.
when maybe about the
Okay, Huy Hoàng, I know what it
the
means.
Bright future. Huy hoàng.
Sorry?
Delightful.
the glory or
Glory, right?
yes.
Huy Hoàng is actually glory. Yeah. And how about just don't know why people are name their children Huy. Like for example, one of my my nephew name is Khánh Huy. Wow. I just don't understand why people name their babies Huy. It's weird, right? Anyway, so let's move on to part 2, okay? We need to do part 2 and part 3 now. Nowhere else moved to. Okay, I think we did 131 before, right? A tourist spot something. Bữa trước mình làm 131 thì phải. Một điểm đến du lịch mà bạn không có recommended.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think we did this one already.
Yes.
131. Okay, let's do 130, I think. Describe an international event that you want to be held in your country. Có tối quá. Okay. Miêu tả một cái sự kiện quốc tế mà bạn muốn được tổ chức ở đất nước bạn. And you should say like who will organize that event? Ai tổ chức sự kiện đó? What the event will be about? Sự kiện về gì nè? Why you want it to be held in your country? Tại sao bạn lại muốn sự kiện đó được tổ chức ở đất nước của bạn? And then how you feel about it? Bạn cảm thấy thế nào về điều đó? And part 3, of course, related. What are the main reasons countries decide to host international events? Những lý do chính nào những đất nước quyết định là làm chủ nhà cho những sự kiện quốc tế? Like, think about what you can gain from hosting international events. Like, for example, think about the fact that tourists will flood to your country, and of course that will basically boost the local economy a lot. More jobs for the people. You know, it's easy to see that, right? But of course, you need to make sure that the services are high, you know, a high level. Because remember, if you receive complaints from tourists of your country, then it means the other tourists may not come at all, you know. So it can be a double-edged sword. A double-edged sword, con dao hai lưỡi. Thanh kiếm hai lưỡi. Con dao hai lưỡi. It can be a double-edged sword. Because if you do it very well, other people will flood to your country, will go there. Maybe for later opportunities, for jobs, or they invest in your country, right? Đầu tư hoặc là cho công việc sau đó chẳng hạn. But if your services is not good, people will complain a lot. And that can hurt your national image. That can hurt or harm your national image. Nó có thể làm ảnh hưởng hình ảnh quốc gia lắm luôn nha. But also think about other reason. Bây giờ các bạn nghĩ những lý do khác xem. Tại sao lại host? You know, people can host international events just because they want other countries to know about them, you know. So it can attract foreign investment, you know, nó thể hấp dẫn những cái đầu tư nước ngoài nha. later. So there are other benefits as well. And think about the fact that if you host successfully international events, it can boost your national image on international level. Nó có thể nó cải thiện, nó làm tăng cái hình ảnh cái đất nước trên trường quốc tế, on international level, lên một cái mức độ quốc tế nào đó, on international level. And of course, your visas, your passports will be stronger. Your passports will be rated as stronger, you know. Nó sẽ làm cái passport của mình nó mạnh hơn trên quốc tế nha. Đi đâu cũng được. Alright, so what are the next one? What are the economic benefits of hosting an international events? This one focus on economy, you know, lợi ích về kinh tế của chuyện mà hosting những cái sự kiện quốc tế là gì? And then how can international events influence the culture of a host country? Những sự kiện quốc tế ảnh hưởng thế nào đến cái văn hóa của đất nước chủ nhà? Think about the fact that many people from different countries around the globe with different cultures can come to your country, yeah? So the host country needs to develop a very, how can I say, lenient or understanding attitude towards visitors, you know. Because why? What can be considered normal in their country can be considered, you know, intrusive, or can be considered bad in your culture as well. Like, think about it. Kissing people in public or hugging and kissing same sex can be considered normal in the West or in Western countries. But sometimes if you do that in, let's say in Arabian countries, you know, that is really bad, you know. Ví dụ những hành vi ví dụ như là hôn hít nơi công cộng và hôn người đồng giới ở nơi công cộng thì ok, nước ngoài thôi, vô no problem. Nhưng mà đi đến những đất nước mà Ả Rập đi là có vấn đề đấy. Of course there would be a problem because they are not cool, because they do not accept those behaviors. You could be arrested, you know, có thể bị bắt giữ đấy. You could be arrested. However, if you host international events, you have to be lenient. Mình phải khoan dung, bao dung, and understanding attitude. You have to have an understanding attitude. Phải có thái độ mà thông hiểu hơn đối với những người khách viếng thăm. You know? Well, and also, of course, they are your guests coming to your country. There could be a lot of problems, you know. Giống như khách đến nhà mình đó, thì đương nhiên là có thể có nhiều vấn đề lắm. And of course, the culture of a host country will change through time as well. Cái văn hóa của đất nước chủ nhà nó có thể nó thay đổi theo thời gian nha. If international events happen a lot in a host country through many years, the culture of a host country will change too. Think about what happened in Vietnam in the last 10 years. Vietnamese have become much more open-minded, I think. Thì luôn á, qua 10 năm vừa qua là thấy là cái thái độ của người Việt á, nó thay đổi có nào đó. Mình gọi là đất nước mình là gọi là rất open-minded luôn á. Rất là suy nghĩ thoáng luôn rồi đó. So với lại 10-20 năm trước. Do những sự kiện quốc tế nó xảy ra và nhiều cái ảnh hưởng quốc tế. And then next one. What challenges do cities face when preparing to host an international event? Có những thách thức nào những thành phố phải đối diện không khi mà chuẩn bị để mà làm nước chủ nhà cho một cái sự kiện quốc tế? Like think about Blackpink, for example. Let's just say if Blackpink decide to go to Vietnam to have a tour, for example. You like Blackpink, guys, girls?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Okay. Then, of course, you need to provide hotel, 5-star hotel, khách sạn 5 sao này nha, không có giỡn mặt được đâu. And you also need to prepare like very modern equipments. Everything must be perfect. Perfect organization of everything. Nó phải chuẩn bị mọi thứ một cách cực kỳ hoàn hảo nha. Chỉ cần phốt một phát thôi là coi như lần sau không quay lại nữa. If there's any problem that happened during like the hosting of these international events, people will complain and they will not come back to your country, or your city. And also think about the fact that you need to improve your infrastructure of the city as well. Phải cải thiện các cơ sở hạ tầng của đất nước nha. Because visitors from other country will come to your city. They will go through your country with buses, metros. And of course, you have to improve the roads. Để đường phố toàn ổ gà xong sao chịu nổi. You have to improve the road and bridges. Fix potholes, for example. Có ổ gà này phải lắp đi. Fix potholes. And also the food and drinks. You have to improve food quality standard, phải cải thiện cái chuẩn chất lượng thức ăn nha, chứ mà mất vệ sinh quá ai chịu nổi. You have to improve food quality standards. It needs to be hygienic and tasty and cheap and affordable. Okay, cái chặt chém người ta là không được nha. Người ta đến có một lần nó chặt chém người ta sẽ phàn nàn đó. The food needs to be affordable, tasty, and hygienic as well. So the city must ensure that no problem happens to the visitors and also international event itself. A lot of things. Last question. How can international events promote understanding and cooperation between different countries? Làm thế nào những sự kiện quốc tế nó có thể thúc đẩy sự hiểu và hợp tác và sự hiểu giữa những đất nước khác nhau? Think about what I just said. You need to develop understanding attitude towards everyone if you want to cooperate, right? Muốn hợp tác thì mọi người phải hiểu nhau, phải chịu xuống nước chứ cái tôi quá lớn sao hợp tác? And of course, think about the fact that everyone needs to play a role. They need to do their job, Mọi người đều phải làm công việc của họ cả. Không nào có chuyện gánh team nha. Okay, so think about that. Okay, remember you have test 2 as well, okay? Okay, you have some time to think now. Okay, Giang, you first, please. Describe an international event that you want to be held in your country. Come on, you are going to take your exam in 3 months. 3 tháng làm thi rồi. Cố gắng lên.
Trời, em pass cái này.
Why?
Because I don't know
Cái đề mới luôn á.
I don't know any event.
Okay, just make up something. Okay, Blackpink come to Vietnam, something like that.
Miss Universe.
What? Okay, chiều đó đi. Okay. Describe an international event that you want to be held in your country, please.
Yeah. Every year there are a lot of special events celebrated in the world and
in the
World Cup.
In the world.
The World and World Cup is the event that I would like to have in Vietnam.
You would like World Cup in Vietnam?
Yeah. It should be organized by Vietnam Football Federation, VFF. As you know, World Cup is a event that's only celebrated every 4 years, and the fans over the world
You mean
is,
once every 4 year? Một lần
yeah,
thôi.
once every 4
Once
years.
every 4 year.
Yeah, and the fans around the world is eager to see this. Mm, they they are looking for this event a lot to watch the football match played by their favorite teams. World Cup has the strongest team of the continents, and uh, with the event, the country will have opportunities to advertise the image, and this
Yes.
year, yeah, the chance for people to enjoy the mm, the more favorable sport.
Exactly. And also a chance for the other people to understand the culture, the people of Vietnam, right?
Yeah,
Okay, good enough. 2 phút thôi nha, tôi 2 phút thôi nha. Okay, very
yeah.
good. Brooke, please, your turn. Please describe an international event that you want to be held in your country, please.
Okay. One of the first events that comes to my mind is the Olympic Games, which are often hosted by Western countries. Certainly, the government would be the one to lead and take significant responsibility for the success of such an international event. International events. I hope that in the future, Vietnam will have the financial resources and capabilities to achieve this without worrying about debt as a consequence.
You mean without worrying about debts, you mean?
About debt.
Nợ hả?
Yes, as a
right?
consequence of overextending itself.
Because extending itself. Nó giống như là làm quá mức so với bản thân có thể chi trả được. Overstand itself, yeah.
Yes. Because to host this event, I think it's bring to many benefits. The first reason that I think that I and with many others really enjoy watching this event, but not everyone has the financial ability or time to travel to other countries to attend in person.
You mean they don't have the finance to do that? Không có tài chính để làm điều đó. They don't have the finance to do that.
Finance or time to travel to other countries to attend in person. Secondly, many jobs would be created to support the event, contributing to the country's economic development.
I see. Very good. Your turn, Miss Yang. Please describe an international event that you want to be held in your country.
The international event that I want to be held in my country is the Eras Tour by Taylor Swift.
Oh, the Eras Tour by Taylor Swift.
The event will be about just music, and the Taylor Swift sing a lot of famous song about her, and why I want it to be held in my country because the international people can know my country and the
what?
National image.
National image.
National image. No.
What?
Vietnam image in their mind can be very good, and they say the prepare for the concert like very exactly perfect, and they can make a high economy for the government.
You mean like it can boost the economy so much for the government, right?
Yes, boost the economy for the government. And when the era tour by Taylor Swift come to Vietnam, I feel very interested and I want to buy a ticket right now to go
Right away.
To see Taylor Swift.
I think it's good enough, yeah. Because I think 2 minutes maximum, okay? If you speak more than 2 minutes, people will stop you and go to part 3 immediately, though. Yeah, because there are a lot of other people who wait outside, take exams. Okay, let's go to part 3 now. So, Mr. Trill, please. So, what are the main reasons countries decide to host international events? What do you think?
Yeah. A country want to host an international event due to a lot of reasons. The first, they want to is expand their image to the world, to the world.
The world,
yeah,
the world.
to the world.
To the world.
Yeah, when the event is on television or is on newspaper, people can can be impressed by the beauty of the country and search about that country a lot, and they want to visit that country once in their life. And second, that country have opportunities to call the investment from the other countries to have a better infrastructure.
To have better infrastructure, right?
Yeah. And third, when the event is celebrated, that country also has the opportunity to promote the tourism.
Tourism, yeah.
Yeah. And finally, when the event is organized, people in that country have an opportunity to spread their cultures, their
To what?
culinary, to
Em nói gì?
their culture and culinary.
Culinary, right?
Yeah, culinary.
Culinary is
Yep.
an adjective.
Yes.
I think it's a word that you should use. It's the cuisine.
Yeah.
Cuisine. Một cái từ ngôn tiếng Pháp nó có nghĩa là ẩm thực. To basically promote their cuisine, right?
Yes.
Good. All right. So, what do you think, Ms. Yang? What are the economic benefits of hosting an international events? Then let's talk more about money. Okay. So,
I think the best benefits of hosting an international.
No, we're talking about economic benefits. Câu 2 á. Okay.
I think the best economic benefit of hosting an international event is boosting a high economic for the government. Like you can promote tourism for international country, and they come to my country to travel and make the heights and they come to my country to travel around the Vietnam and
around Vietnam.
Around Vietnam. And boosting the economic
những triển vọng về kinh tế này. Let's use the word. Triển vọng kinh tế là economic prospect. Economic prospect. Triển vọng kinh tế. Boosting economic prospects, because otherwise, the country economy would not develop so much, I think. All right, very good, very good. So, Ms. Trúc, please. So, how can international events influence the culture of a host country then?
I think international events. International event, such as Olympics, bring together
the Olympics.
The Olympics. bring together participants and audience from over the world. This
All over the
create
world. All over the world.
from over the world.
Mhm.
This create opportunities for cultural exchange and knowledge. It often lead to allow the host country to present their unique traditions, art, music, and history to the world. This can boost national pride and increase
National pride.
national pride
And
and increase interest in local custom among both citizens and tourists.
Mhm.
Events often make highlight cultural aspects of the host country.
Cultural aspect.
Cultural aspects of the host.
Văn hóa. Cultural aspect.
Cultural aspect of the host country. So make tourists interested in learning about its culture and the way of life of the locals.
The way of life. Cách sống. Yep.
It also leads to promotions of traditional gifts present and
So,
local.
what do you mean emotional? Ý em là sao?
Promotional.
Promotion.
Promotion.
Let's use the verb form promote, okay? Because promotion can mean many different things, you know. Cái từ nó có nhiều nghĩa lắm nha, promotion nhiều nghĩa lắm. Có thể là sự thăng tiến công việc, hoặc là sự quảng cáo khuyến mãi, hoặc là cái promotion này nó nhiều nghĩa lắm, cho nên thực sự thì nghĩ tốt hơn hết á dùng chữ promote từ đi.
It also promote traditional presents, gifts, and local festival, which might make tourists more attentive.
More attentive, you mean?
More attentive.
It makes tourists attend these events more, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Trill, please, what challenges do cities face when preparing to host an international event?
Yeah. To have a successful event, cities should have good preparation, and they will face a lot of difficulties during that event, such as the infrastructure. People have to make sure that there are enough hotel or for the tourists coming to the event, the food store to serve, or the entertainment place for people to relax. The pollution is another disadvantage of hosting an event.
What are you saying? What?
Pollution, environment
pollution. The polluted environment, you mean?
Yeah, polluted environment.
Polluted
yeah,
environment.
when too many people come to the country at the same time, there will have a huge littering and
We will have a huge littering problem. Chúng ta sẽ có một cái
littering
xả rác
problem.
nghiêm trọng lắm.
Yeah, and people have to clean a lot to make sure the site is clean enough to celebrate that event. Next is the investment for celebration. If the host doesn't have enough money, they have to call for fund from others,
Ask for
companies.
financial help from others.
Yeah, call help from the others. And when the event is opening in the city, there are a lot of other problems, such as the high price for service or the attitude in serving and
people.
Yeah, and the tourists will have a bad impression on that city.
Exactly. I see a lot of challenges though.
Yeah.
And you have to be really strict and really professional with whatever you do. Mình phải rất là
Yeah.
chắc và phải rất là chuyên nghiệp với tất cả mọi thứ mình làm nha. It's not easy, you know. Tại vì nó là con dao hai lưỡi. It's actually a double-edged sword, like I told you. A double-edged sword. If you do it wrong, your country will suffer. You know, mình mà làm sai là cái đất nước mình chịu khổ đó. You know, your country will suffer if you do it wrong. Okay, but if you do it right, it's great then. Okay, so next question for Ms. Yang, please. How can international events promote understanding and cooperation between different countries then? Let's just say the country of Vietnam and America cooperate. Okay, so of course the two has different cultures, different languages, different ways of doing things. So how, if you have to make international events and there need to be a cooperation between Vietnam and America, how can that international events promote the understanding and cooperation? Of course, everyone do their job differently in a different way. So how can we work together? How can they work together? Let's try that. You can give examples. Like for example, American is almost always like, you know, very fast and they cooperate well between different people, right?
Promote understanding là
Nó củng cố và nó ủng hộ sự hiểu và sự hợp tác giữa những đất nước khác nhau thế nào? It's a difficult question in Vietnamese too. I don't know. Okay, let's Miss Trúc answer that one. Can you answer that one?
Yes,
Okay.
I think international events plays an important role in promoting understanding and cooperation between countries. The events provide a place for cultural exchange and collaborations on various global issues. I think events like Olympics allow countries to come together to celebrate achievement, where the focus is on cooperation more than competition. This shares
The
experience.
cooperation is more cooperation than competition. Người ta sẽ hợp tác nhiều hơn là cạnh tranh nhau. Yeah, exactly. Like, can you give examples? Like, let's say if Vietnam and America cooperate and they would promote understanding between the two countries that used to be enemies, you know, mới 50 năm trước còn quánh nhau như gì. You know, bây giờ hợp tác toàn diện luôn á. Yeah.
Yes, these international events create a good opportunity for leaders and the host country to discuss about their problems face to face, help build trust, reduce misunderstanding, and open chance for collaboration. Sometimes international events,
The national events.
International events have countries sit together and complete to engage in
Compete hay là complete?
complete.
Compete. Cái từ gọi là compete là cạnh tranh đó. Chứ không phải complete là hoàn thành nha. And they compete in order to do what?
Compete and engage in conversations that can create good of global corporations in the future.
I see. Okay, Mr. Triều, what do you think? How can international events promote understanding and cooperation between different countries? Nó nghe y chang một cái câu thi người mẫu rồi đó.
Yeah. When a country
Thi hoa hậu.
Thi hoa hậu trong câu y chang vậy đó. Làm thế nào
when a
các sự kiện
country
quốc tế có thể củng cố sự thông hiểu và hợp tác giữa những quốc gia khác nhau? Dạ
Yeah.
thưa ban giám khảo. Y chang thi người mẫu rồi đó. Câu này y chang luôn á. Okay, Triều, please.
Yeah. When the event is celebrated, the country in the same area or regions have opportunity to promote their image to other country by sponsoring the event, and their name or their image will appear on both online and offline platform. So the connection between countries will be tightened, and throughout the event, the country can share the similarity in their culture to the other nations.
I see. Okay, there you go. It's not that hard. Miss Yang, you want to try again? Okay. How can they promote understanding and cooperation between different countries then? Làm thế nào?
I think we can have international events like concert for everyone can enjoy and
For everyone to
enjoy the concert and understand their culture and their language. And this can have the two countries have a positive relationship and boosting the cooperation, have a bright side and kiểu theo cái hướng nó đúng.
Boosting to the right direction, you mean?
Right direction.
To the right direction.
Right direction, and can develop and two countries can develop together. Develop together.
And also they can benefit each other, yeah. Okay, very well. Rất tốt. Okay, it's good practice today. Okay, hôm sau mình làm speaking tiếp nha. Okay, right, it's good practice today. Good class.